So I'm Janet Bright and I am an outreach worker on the Community Health Champions project.
And I'm Roy Stokes and I'm a Community Health Champions training officer.
In terms of my role, that involves me going out into the community and delivering outreach. So that is about engaging with people who might be using substances, either illegal drugs, legal drugs, including alcohol. What we try to do is to educate people so that they can do those activities in a slightly safer way. It doesn't reduce the risk entirely, but it just educates and informs people. Phoenix Futures now covers lots of different services, so it's not just residential services, it's community services as well. We work in prisons, we have a gambling service, we have family services, and they are spread out across England and Scotland. We don't have any services in Wales. We, as I say, we deliver outreach sessions, and that's our way of engaging with the population of people that we want to target. So we go out and provide that information on the night, and we'll give people leaflets and things to take away. We also try to encourage them to look at our things like Facebook and Twitter page, because we deliver the same harm reduction messages there, but obviously it's outside of the arena of the nighttime economy. Ideally, we would like people to come and engage with us, particularly if they are developing a problem around substances. But the reality is, for the group of people that we engage with, not everybody that goes out and drinks or takes drugs is actually going to develop a problem. So it's actually quite a small number of people that might sort of come and engage with us when they've got a problem. But when we're out in a venue, people always come and talk to us. They're always asking, who are you, what are you doing? And so we have our conversation, and actually that conversation for us is what we'd class as almost like an intervention, actually, because it's educating people and getting them to kind of think about their drug and alcohol use. If they say, yes, I'm drinking, we might then give them a little bit of advice. So things like, have you tried drinking some water as well on a night out? We give out things called spikies, which go in the top of bottles, which stop people's drinks being spiked. Or it might be around things like, do you know where you're getting a taxi from tonight? Because we encourage people obviously to get into a licensed taxi rather than just flagging a cab down, because that can be quite risky. So the information and advice we give will probably depend on the person and how much sort of information they disclose to us in a way.
Because some venues, I suppose people are quite on their guard with regard to sort of issues around drugs, but I think in the venues that actually attract that clientele, people are quite open about the drug use.
I think different venues, you have different types of people that go there, which isn't to say there is one type of person that uses drugs, but some venues, perhaps are more likely to attract people that may be using substances just, above alcohol, say. But generally, people, I think, are fairly open about what they do, and it's really important when we're talking to individuals. We'll always say to them, that really what they disclose to us is confidential. We're not going to suddenly run off to the police or to anybody else. If they tell us that they're using drugs. We don't condemn people for drug use, we don't condone it either. We try to be non-judgmental and impartial, really, so we're not there to tell people what to do, be that to take drugs or to not take drugs. So, and I think once people understand that, they know you're not coming from an enforcement perspective, you're not there to judge them, they will sort of talk quite freely.
We have no hidden agendas, we're purely there to help people. We work alongside the police. We have a good relationship with the police, we have to,
We work alongside anyone who's got a kind of, a finger in the pie of the older nighttime economy, I suppose.
I suppose you even work with the head shops as well, that supplying legal drugs, so we have a relationship with those.
For us, confidentiality, what it means is that you can talk freely to us. The only time we would breach confidentiality is if something is disclosed to us that makes us think that the individual sat in front of us is going to seriously harm themselves or harm somebody else. Or if they admitted to a very serious offence, so we're talking things like murder and terrorism. We would always try, where possible, to tell the person that. So what, if someone disclosed something, what you've just said to me, I can't keep that confidential, I have to tell. It's about us getting out doing the kind of bigger events, doing festivals and things like that. And also kind of, I think, maybe increasing how we contact people. So as I say, we go out and talk to people on that night, but what we'd like to do is perhaps extend our influence and our contact with people outside of those bars. So that is where maybe social media comes in and things like that really. But on the whole, no, we'll keep doing the same work that we do, but obviously sort of reviewing and improving and building on what we've already done.